how sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. I just literally, one, Hot Mess Express as usual. Two, just ran out of the room, got a hammer so I can open up this beer bottle because I don't have an opener. And oh, there's flies in here and it's bothering the shit out of me now. I thought he left. Damn it. Anyway, it's your weekly nerdy show where we sit back, relax. I said we sit back, relax, and we pour ourselves just a little bit of
whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Not bad. Not bad. I've had this in my fridge for a while. Copper Ale, Bully Boy Rum Barrel Aged. It doesn't say what else it is. Anyway, it's from Barrel House Z, a local spot up here. This fly's going to bother the hell out of me. I know it. Here in Massachusetts. So I was like, yeah, I'll try that today. And so far, so good. As I said, this is your weekly nerdy show. Sit back, relax, pour ourselves a drink, nerd out, talk nerd shop. It's still weird. We're not really talking about releases because of the strike and all that stuff, but it's fine. We'll be able to fill the air with other things. I will also be throwing a link in the chat, so that way, if you guys want to join the show, you can. This week we're doing all access. You don't have to be a member to be in the stream this week, so I'll be posting that link shortly. What a crazy day. But without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Boo!
It's me. It's me.
Boo!
I'm the problem. It's me. Good to see all of you. Good to see all of you. And before we even start, as mentioned over there by the Rambling One himself, happy birthday to Sal. Currently not in the stream, but today is his birthday, so happy birthday to you, brother. I wish he was on the stream. I don't know why. First of all, he didn't tell any of us it was his birthday until today. So we were like, all right. And by the way, today I meant like this afternoon, like early evening. And we were like, oh, wow, you waited like the whole day to tell us it was your birthday. So it's his birthday. I was going to say, was his birthday? Is his birthday. He's out doing family stuff. Like, I don't know who does that. I don't know. I was still here on my birthday. What the heck, man? And so he's out there doing a damn thing. And happy birthday to him. Appreciate him. Appreciate all of you. And I'm sure he says thank you in advance. The link is up above there. Of course, the link will be in the chat. You can click on it and join the stream. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I will post the link on YouTube as well in a community post. I was going to stop myself from saying community, but I realized everybody has access to the community post. So I'll post that there. And yeah, but in the future, if there is, what was I doing here? Why did I do that? Leave that page. You ever like come across a page and you're like, wait, what was I doing on this page? Like before you commit to closing it. If you do want to join the live streams in the future, if you join the channel memberships for just 99 cents a month, you can, I think I got it. You can do that. You can join the stream for 99 cents a month. I think I got it. I don't know where it went. I think I killed it. You can join the streams. We post links every week, almost every week, for the most part. And you can join the show. So, good times for all. But let me continue saying hi to everybody. Did I get that thing? I think I got it. I think I killed the fly. Let's see. Going back up. Anthony says, good evening, all. I'm at the job tonight, but I'll be in and out. K-Walk, newest member of the fam. Hello, nerds. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Mark says, hey, friends, happy birthday, Sal. Did you watch Rush Hour yet? I'm going to guess no. I'm guessing he has not seen Rush Hour yet. He's still on suspension until he can take care of that. General Kenobi in the house. Good to see you, brother. It's Lenny in the house. Lenny, did you make it up the thingamajig yesterday? Did you make it up the thingamajig yesterday? Anthony was questioned about the Superman anime show. Yeah, let us know if you guys are enjoying that show. We're not going to talk about it. Like, I'm not going to review it or anything because the whole writer's strike thing. But let us know what you think about the Superman show going on at the moment. I was pulling up something for us to look at here, actually. And JB's toy trunk. Good to see you. He says, happy birthday. You go this way, I'll go that way. There. Oh, it's still alive. It is still alive. And every time I think I get it, it like pops up. But I feel like it's like near death. Like it's not going very fast. I just cannot like fully commit to the murder. I just can't like get it. Anyway. Yeah, he's got to see Rush Hour. I don't know what his problem is. Kenobi saying hi to JB. JB is the new plug. I was saying that. I was watching today's video. By the way, I don't think I've actually shown your channel on stream. Unless I have, but I don't think I have. So I'm going to correct that now. So JB's toy trunk here on YouTube. He, by the way, if you're bored and you want to jump on, like I said, link is in the chat and in the community post. If anybody wants to join on the stream. But JB posted a toy hunt today. He does a lot of toy hunts, unboxings, all of that. And I will say, already, oh well, you have two. I didn't realize the other one only came out a day ago. And then you had one 5 days ago. Look at that consistency. But let me stay on my thought. JB is the new plug. Every video, there are chases to be had everywhere he goes. Just sees chases. Him and Rolando, I don't know how they do it, but they've taken the title from me because I've not really seen any chases the last couple weeks. In fact, I posted a video on Instagram, and I'll show you what I've been seeing. Hang on, let me get there. First of all, shout out Dave's Dimension. This is my target. This has essentially been my target for what feels like weeks. Just weeks. So I'm watching all you guys post your videos, and I'm just like, I'm so mad. I'm like, why can't any of my stores look like that? The Walmart I went to, though, you guys probably saw this other video here. I found this Clone Commander Jesse from the Black Series. Did an unboxing to make sure he was actually in there. He was in there. And god damn, this fly's going to kill me. Oh, man. And that's like the only like new thing I've found. Everything else I've purchased recently is like straight up, ordered on online, got it in the mail, that kind of stuff. But it's been a desert out here on the East Coast, in the Northeast. But I may just have to travel a bit out of my area, go old school, and see what's going on. Patrick in the house. I don't know. There he is. He's in there. Yeah, I was afraid. Jesse was not in there. But alas, he was there. Because, anytime you have these exclusives that you can only buy on like Walmart Con or whatever, there's like no shot. Like they sell out so fast. But alas, that one was in there. I don't know why my computer's not charging while I'm here. Oh, this fly's messing with me. Now it's just messing with me. I know it. So yeah, subscribe to JB's Toy Trunk here on YouTube. Why is this not charging? I'm just a mess today. What the hell's going on? Unless I'm plugged into the wrong thing. I don't know. We have enough power. We'll make it. We'll make it. But let me post a link in the chat for all of you. Make sure you give him a subscribe. What else you guys got going on? Let's see. Let me catch up on the comments here. You appreciate it? Yeah, no problem. No problem. He's a machine. Yeah. My man's hitting up like 5-6 stores in a day on the regular. Not laughing at you, just laughing with you. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Patrick in the house. Congratulations, Patrick. You found your Casey Jones. You mentioned that last week. You were trying to find a Casey Jones. So congrats to you. All right. I want to show you guys the newest obsession I've had. Let me adjust the screen here. There we go. First of all, I posted a picture, and this is wild. This is how, like, sometimes I feel in this hobby that we have, there's no way to avoid being like the creepy guy in the room. By the way, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you feel so inclined, you can always donate to the channel, support the cause, and join the Nerd Foundation for just 99 cents a month. Link is down below. Your name ends up here and in all of our videos if you do so. But like I said, in this toy collecting hobby that we have, a lot of times I feel like it's hard to not look like the creepy guy in the aisles in the stores. And I felt that way this week, yesterday, to be specific. In Hobby Lobby, we're walking around. I saw this section that I had not seen before. And I go over there. Sure enough, Hobby Lobby now sells 1/12 size furniture for your doll houses and miniature collections. And like I posted online yesterday, you know, it kind of works. This is a Loki body with the Love 2-pack Peter Parker head. And it works. It works. So I picked up a couple of things. I'm going to do some photos, post those over at Book of Archer on Instagram. But I was just like, wow, this is like surprising. Because I feel like a lot of times you buy stuff on Amazon, it says it's 1/12 scale. Of course, if you're doing figure photography, it says it's 1/12 scale, but then it's like really not. Doesn't really match up. But with this one, it matches up well. So check out your Hobby Lobbies if you are into doing figure photography. But also, if you just want to display your figures in a different way, you can. Wow, look at that. Mark, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I will use that money to buy ourselves a fly swatter for in here. I don't know where this thing came from. No idea where this thing came from. So yeah, check out your Hobby Lobby. Get creative with your toy collection, displays, and all that stuff. Oh, that's also... See, my brain goes all over the place sometimes. What I was going to talk about... Hang on, let me just mute real quick. Last week, we made the call. Last week, I set out the challenge, and I said, we have to start holding our fellow YouTubers accountable for they're buying all sorts of crazy things. They're not showing them off. They're just like, oh, yeah, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm buying that. It's like, great. Where is it? What hell size room do you have that you're fitting all these things in your room? And I said, we got to challenge these people. These people got to start showing their collections. Where are you putting this stuff? And the only person that took this challenge and said, I'm not asking nobody, I'm asking myself, is JB. Oh. So normally he already has all the stuff on display in the backdrop when he does his, reveals or the whole videos, I should say. But At the end of this one, I was listening to it on my drive. He actually is talking about having to swap out shelves, figures on shelves, like narrowing down what he's collecting because he's running out of space and he wants to switch some things around. What's going to be displayed. He ends up showing you things he's picked up, taking them out of boxes. He had a wild haul. And he even showed off like his G.I. Joe set here. So look at that. JB was never in question, by the way. But shout out to you. Talking about the real issues. Talking about the real problems. That we have here in the collector space. T3 in the house. I'm not sure if I said hello. So I'll say hello again. Just in case. Cheers to you. All right. So, my new obsession. As you guys know, maybe you don't, so I'll show it to you just in case. But the Rambling Nerd and myself, what is happening upstairs? We're on the road to New York Comic Con, and we are currently putting together our Ghostbusters cosplay for Comic Con. I feel like I had another picture. What the hell's going on? So, Anthony has unboxed his Proton Pack. There it is. I see the fly. I am so distracted in today's episode. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Missed it. He unboxed his Proton Pack. He unboxed his wand. And I have done the same. Unboxed the wand. Unbox the Proton Pack. But I'm actually building out my Proton Pack. I have a cheaper quality one, and I'm currently customizing it with the help of YouTube, but more importantly, the help of Dave's Dimension and links and stuff that he shares. And it's fun. It has been fun to do so. But I didn't know this was like a thing. I didn't know that there was a whole community in our nerd space around building Ghostbusters Proton Packs. Maybe you did. I don't know. I did not know this. And I have gone down a rabbit hole that I don't think I can ever come back from. I think I'm forever screwed here. But there are people who buy Proton Packs of all kinds, all sizes, and just mod them out. Cheers to you. I mean, Dave's Dimension, even on his pack, he has like multiple ones. He's like, oh, I have this one that's like this franchise. I have this one that's like that style or whatever. And I am absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. I mean, look at this thing. Like, this person did not buy this. I mean, maybe somebody made it for them, but this is not like as is sold. Like, so much of this is added on after the fact. And I'm like obsessed. I'm obsessed. Exactly. Go big or don't go at all. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I feel like this is, as somebody at work said today, there you go. He sensed them being discussed. It's true. It's damn true. So many at work were saying today, they're like, I feel like you're putting so much time, effort, money into this Proton Pack that you just need to be a Ghostbuster for every Comic-Con now going forward. And I don't think she's wrong. I don't think she's wrong. Scooby Life in the house. Good to see you. But what I also like is people are just adding things that aren't canon. Like this wand here, modded Proton Pack with elements and upgrades from the Ghostbusters video game. This build has numerous 3D custom parts. Like, I remember seeing somebody talk about this one, I think. And there are things on here from the game, but it's not all like game specific. Like, people are just making packs as they want to. This one here is from the real Ghostbusters TV show, I want to say. Dave can correct me, of course. And a lot of these are this one here. Let me show you. I can't spell. So a lot of those are this Proton Pack here. This is from Spirit Halloween. Yes, that's Spirit Halloween. They'll buy this one. It's almost true to size to what's in the show, in the movie. Not movie accurate, as they say, but almost true to size. So I'll take that and they'll mod the hell out of it, adding all sorts of stuff to it. The one that I'm currently modifying, and that a lot of people also do, is this one. So this one is 80% the size of the actual Proton Pack. So a lot smaller, but I'm just adding all sorts of stuff to it. So like even like this, you look at something like this, how simple it is, $89, and they'll do stuff like this, and they'll just change it out, repaint it, add new lights, add new sounds, all sorts of stuff. And you can just scroll for hours. And mind you, I'm not even the biggest Ghostbuster fan. I said it in my latest video. I'm not even like that big of a Ghostbusters fan. I've always liked the fandom, but because I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid, I never like really got into it heavy. But look at this. This is all paint. It's not real rust. It's not real weathered steel. I mean, maybe it is. I doubt it, but this is freaking insane. Dave says the real Ghostbusters pack you showed is all 3D printed. Wow, see, look at that. That's insane. That is insane. So that was the blue one, I think, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. He said, hey, yeah, 3D printed Proton Pack. That's crazy. So that's what I love about the nerd space here, is that people just, they're like, hey, I want to make this thing. Cool. We'll help you do it. People share files. They share tips, tricks, sell things. There's a whole like Etsy store, not store specifically, but like different Etsy stores where you can buy just Proton Pack stuff. It's crazy. I love it. I love every bit of it. So I'm all in. I'm all in. Dry brushing paint technique can really do amazing things for toys and props. Yeah. So I've used that a bunch of times when I was doing a lot of my cosplay. Well, I cosplay every year, except for 2020. Wait, no. Did I go to... No. Comic-Con skipped 2020 to 2021. So yeah, every year when I go to Comic-Con, I do a lot of dry brushing, a lot of foam purchasing to make armor and shields and all sorts of stuff. So I'm familiar, but it's just insane. Insane. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I think I want to make this light a little brighter, though. Give me a second here. Or the camera brighter, I should say. There we go. It's better. Nice. So what do you guys got going on? Is anybody working on any cool projects? Any customs, rebuilds, things of that nature? Where'd the chat go? I feel like the chat disappeared. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Proton Pack mods can be a rabbit hole. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. It's damn true. It is damn true. Something else I bought this week. I got this Time Life Superman magazine. Inside 1978 Superman, the movie that created a universe. Great read. However, I have not bought a magazine in forever. I don't know about you guys. I don't buy media on paper, really, except for maybe like a picture at Comic-Con that somebody's going to sign or something. But I really don't buy stuff like that. I hadn't bought a magazine. I couldn't tell you when and how long. Decided to buy this thing. And $15. Oh, the fly's now on the pull-out screen of the camera. Let's see if I can get it. Missed. Missed. The second I flung, it was over. It was over. Anyway, bought this thing $15. But I gotta say, it is really good. I'm enjoying it as a Superman fan, as a fan of the 70s and the 80s in the realm of superhero stuff. I like it a lot. So if you see this, I highly suggest picking it up. Cool behind the scenes photos and stuff are in there. So definitely give that a look. Dave says, I'm beginning to unbox my G.I. Joes. First Joes since the 80s, and I'm paint modding $15 Ollie's Fortnite boats. There you go. A lot of people are doing that with the Ollie's boat. Or, sorry, the Fortnite boat. They're picking up on Ollie's. I think that boat was in Target before, right? That's where it was originally. I would do that. I just have nowhere to put it. JB says top 3 superhero movie. Yeah, for sure. 15, good Lord, that's a lot of money. Can I give you $3 and you just flip the pages in front of me? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's another boat. You could have bought another Ollie's boat for that. By the way, I clipped the video from this week's Nerdy Coffee talking about the Haslabs and all that stuff and how, you know, I think it's an addiction that they're taking advantage of. So feel free to check that out if you've not done so already. Something exciting for me, as you can see, General Kenobi, very excited about it here. Oh wait, JB says Ollie's boat and expired Baby Ruth. There you go. This was an email from NECA I received this week. If you pre-ordered some of the Comic-Con exclusives, they are getting ready to ship. So, of course, the Turtles 4-pack from TMNT 3, that will ship. And most importantly, Kino. The Kino pizza box set will be shipping. I cannot wait to unbox that here on the channel. And I just want to take the picture, the Employee of the Month picture, put it in a frame, put it over there somewhere. It's got to go over there. I am pumped for that. Nerdy Coffee clip made me run back head back to the replay since I was at work. It made me run head back to the work. To the replay. I'm going to translate as, Kenobi said nice. I'm going to translate that as Nerdy Coffee clip made me run back to the replay since I was at work. I think that was the translation right there. Now, since our Nerdy Coffee and since talking about it, the Haslab Ghost has backed. I don't know which button to push on this one. I don't know which button to push. So I'm going to guess that. Just so I don't get dubbed an absolute hater. Because I think that's the thought. Is that I'm actually like hating on the Ghost. And I'm hating on people who buy the Ghost. And that's not completely true. Not completely true. The filth button or the fifth button? Filth button. There you go. My eyes almost deceived me. But alas, we overcame. All right, let's go over real quick. See where it's at the moment. JB says, G.I. Joe Chuckles goes up on Pulse at 12 p.m. I missed their stream today. Is that who they debuted? Haslab. Oh, we'll go back to something on this here. It is at 8,756 backers. So it's almost 1,000 backers over the goal with 41 days to go. Crazy. Crazy. So the reason I say I'm not like a complete hater of this, one, I gotta say this. I feel like most people, this isn't a YouTube thing, but I feel like most people who say they love Rebels probably watched it recently or have selective memory. Because Rebels, when it was coming out, was a rough watch. I don't care what anybody says. It was a rough watch because compared to Clone Wars, coming off Clone Wars, they didn't have the same budget. They didn't have the same time. It was, it was very kiddie. They toned it down a lot from Clone Wars. And then it wasn't until the end, like the final, maybe the end of the second to last season, but definitely the last season, where they hit that stride. There's a lot of shows that do this. There are a lot of shows where they're doing their scripts and production and all that stuff, and they get to that moment where the show's getting canceled, and they just say, F it, just do what we want to do. I think the last season kind of approaches that. The last season of Rebels, there's still some slow moments in it, but the overall story that's happening in the last season is really good. Some tear-jerker moments for sure. Even Kenobi says here the first season was a tough watch for sure. Yeah. It wasn't as bad as like Resistance, but it was almost unwatchable. I felt Ezra was a very hateable character. Like, I remember when Ahsoka debuted, people hated Ahsoka because they're like, "Who is this? Like, why is this kid here?" But from the jump, Ahsoka was like proving herself to be like a dope Jedi. That's another thing. Some of these kids don't understand. Ahsoka, first of all, the Clone Wars movie, the animated movie, not the Samurai Jack looking one, like the current Clone Wars came out as an animated movie first, and that thing got destroyed. That movie, you know what? Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, just in case. Star Wars, Clone Wars. That thing made 68 million worldwide. Debuted at 14,000. I was in the audience. That weekend that saw it. This movie got destroyed, dragged through the mud, and people hated Ahsoka. They hated Ahsoka. And then as the show went on, it had some high points, had some lows, but eventually people were like, you know what? She's not that bad. She's actually a decent character. And then as the show went on, it was like, all right, what happens to this character? Because, she's obviously not in episode 3. And that got people intrigued. And then the show gets canceled. The show comes back. And to me, that's Dave hitting the F it moment. Like not the last season that just came out. Like, let me pull it up. Let's see, Star Wars, Clone Wars, seasons. So season 7 is the last one that came out, like the lost season, which, FYI, reminder, episode 5, 6, 7, terrible. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 could have easily been 2 episodes. Easily. So it's not even like this one started out great. But the show around season 5, I feel, took a turn where they were like, F it. It's adults watching it. Let's just all mature every episode. Every episode we're going for it. The beginning ones, don't get me wrong, there were some very strong episodes in here. But then you also had like some of the ones that were like, filler-ish. Like I said, ish, not completely. But season 5 to me was the F it. Dave's like, I'm just going all in. And this is where Ahsoka, the fly was on me and I missed my chance. Season 5 was when Ahsoka really gets her stride. Really gets her stride. And come on. Use the Force. Use the Force. Missed it again. God damn it. The Force is not strong with me. So, yeah, like I was saying, took a while, but eventually it was going. But Rebels didn't really hit, I think, till the last season. I think the last season of Rebels, when, let's see, Star Wars, Rebels seasons. 4 seasons. Season 3, I think, is the one where he cut his hair, right? Yeah. So, season 2, Vader finally shows up, and people are like, "Holy shit! Like this is great. What show are we watching?" And people tuned in, and we're just like, "Oh, he showed up once, and then like didn't show up for like the rest of the season." Kenobi says season 1 was rough for sure. Talking about Clone Wars. JB says, fair point. I skipped Clones and Rebels until I was pushed in a good way to watch it. Yeah. Same. I was watching Rebels in real time and stopped. Clone Wars, it wasn't until season 5 was done that I gave it a try, because the movie was just that bad. And I saw random episodes here and there, but that's when I really gave it a shot. So season 2, Vader shows up. We're like, oh shit, like this is gonna go. You get Lost Commanders, which couple episodes, not the best. Then you start getting the Inquisitors involved. You get some high moments here, but then it just slows down until you get here. Ahsoka returns. Twilight the Apprentice. Great 2 episodes. Absolutely great 2 episodes. And now people are like, all right, I'm game for this Rebels show. The season premiere trailer comes out. My man's got a new haircut. Kanan's rocking some new gear. They're all like more older and mature. And you're like, all right, this Rebels show's picking up for sure. First couple episodes are good. And then again, it kind of just slows itself down. Thrawn becomes really more of an issue there. And then they do like a season break, I think. They come back, still kind of slow. Ends, people don't really care. People are like, take it or leave it, whatever. Season 4 gets announced. Star Wars fans could give a shit. And then they announce that we are getting the fight we've been waiting for. The fight we've been waiting for since Clone Wars, that in watching everything, you're like, do they have a final standoff? Do they have that moment where it's game time? Where is it? I feel like it had a cool name. Fuck, why can't I find it? They announce that Maul and Obi-Wan have their final standoff. They have their final fight. Because Maul got introduced in season 3, I think. Where is it? Yeah, he gets introduced around here. Yeah, Maul takes the crew. So that's where they were trying to get people back. Because they're like, oh shit, Maul's here. And he was like killing it in Clone Wars at that point. But where is that episode? Twin Sons. Yes. Sorry. End of season 3. End of season 3, people are like, oh shit, we're going to have the moment. We're finally going to have the moment. They fight. I hated it. I hated it on the first viewing. And I was like, that's all we got. That was it. And I feel like most people were like iffy on it. Season 4 happens. And news starts to get around that the show, not only is it over, but it's getting better. You get to season 4 and iffy. But the last couple episodes, man, going from like here from like 8, like if you watched episode 8 at that point, continuing, you were in, because the show got real heavy, real dark, real shit's gonna happen. And that's when people were like, you get to the final episode, the farewell episode, and people are like, oh, you know what? I enjoyed it. And then they go back and watch it. And then they're like, oh, it's great. But in real time, that was the longest ramble about freaking Rebels I've ever done. In real time, this show was not hyped. People were not digging it. And then after the fact, when the show's done, it gets its legs. So I say all that because I think the casual person may not F with the show. And because of that, I don't think it's going to get to, I went the wrong direction. I don't think we start hitting this 17,000 backers target. I think that's a stretch. I think Hasbro, in this case, because people are getting it, people are buying multiples. I think in this case, Hasbro just unlock everything. Like the last day or two, say, you know what, guys, you guys back this thing so fast. I know we're not reaching 17,000 backers. Release everything. Just release all the figures. And just reward the people. But people did not mess with the show when it came out. Now it's like beloved. I left Star Wars shows, came back in Clone Wars. I'm so out. I gotta read the chat to understand. You're behind. You're behind. I was essentially just talking about how this thing was not loved when it came out. Clone Wars was not loved when it first came out, but after the fact. But that's happening with the prequels. Like there's this whole, and I'm afraid of this happening with the sequel trilogy. There's a generation of youth that the prequels is their Star Wars. Like that's their introduction to Star Wars. And to them, they like the prequels a lot. And, in real time, let's not forget, Phantom Menace, people did not fuck with Phantom Menace. They did not. Clone Wars came out. It was like cool. Yoda had his thing. People were like, you got to go to movies. This is like high-speed internet. So the only way you can see it is to go to theater. Oh, you got to go see Yoda actually fights for once. We've always wanted to see it. Came out. People like, eh. And then episode 3 comes out. And again, in real time, if you ask any of them, ask Hayden Christensen, people did not fuck with that movie. They did not. But after the fact, years goes on, those kids that were there, that watched those as their introduction to Star Wars, loved it. Ate it up. And that kind of happens now with the Ghosts. A lot of us didn't mess with it back then. But now that youth, they're older, they're collecting, they're buying things like the Ghost. At some point, I hate to say it, it's going to happen to the sequel trilogy. My little cousin was on this very show, the very first guest on HeyArcher Live. Favorite Star Wars character? Rey. So who knows? Maybe there's a world where 10 years from now, 15 years from now, Hasbro's doing another crowdfund. At this point, because of inflation, $2,000 for a playset, and it's freaking, the triangle thing from Rise of Skywalker, where the final fight happens, or it's I don't know, Luke's planet with the X-wing. Actually, I might buy that. That's kind of cool. Something with Rey. Maybe something with Rey. And people are like, please, Rey, come back. Daisy Ridley, come back. That's possible. It's possible. JB says, I watched the prequels in 2007. I'm a Star Wars kid. Yeah. Was that your first introduction? Oh, Kenobi was talking about the tiers of the backing. Yeah. Yeah, they're not the best. They're not the best to get somebody like, what happens a lot of times is they have these tiers to push you to want to back it. They're like, oh, we're going to make the last tier something that you're like, holy shit, this makes the price completely worth it. And these figures on card is not it. Not it. Kenobi says, I find myself watching a lot of season 3 finale of Rebels a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I was getting my seasons confused, but the end of season 3 had that pickup. But there's something, I'm going to break my rule. And I'm looking at this picture here of Sabine. This one, season 3, episode 16. Hoping to get her family to help the rebels, Sabine returns home with Kanan and Ezra and finds herself embroiled in the family's power struggle for Mandalore. I feel like she wasn't like fully force sensitive in the show. Like, I know in this picture she has a lightsaber, but like, I got to rewatch it before Ahsoka comes out. I don't remember her being force sensitive, and I don't remember Ahsoka training her or like saying she was going to train her. So I was kind of thrown off by that in the trailers where she's like, oh, I abandoned you or whatever. Like, I don't remember it going that way, especially at the end. So I'm thinking they're going to do a lot of like flashback stuff in that show. Cause yeah, she wielded the Darksaber, but I don't remember her being force sensitive like that. Not in the cartoon. JB says, I watched the OT in theaters. When episode 1 came out, I was out of pocket for about 7 years. In 2007, I learned about the prequel. I learned what the prequels were. Interesting. Patrick says, what? Another crowdfund? Oh, they're going to keep going. I was, that's where it's from. This whole time, it's funny how this goes full circle. This whole time, I was trying to think of a meme for when the Haslab backed of we won, like we won this battle, we won whatever, and somebody else goes, yeah, but at what cost? And I could not think where that was from. And now, in doing this show, I realize it's from episode 3 when Chancellor Palpatine gets executive power, and she's, Padme's like, that's how democracy ends, by thunderous applause. Like, that's kind of the theme I was thinking of when I wanted to do that meme, because the crowdfund, if I'm Hasbro and I see something like this, especially with these tiers here, like tiers being 3-inch figures. If I'm Hasbro, this thing backing in like 2 days, I'm like, oh, I'll do another one. Just keep this bitch going. The Dragonfly backing, let's do another one. So I'm like, these crowdfunds are just not going to stop at this point, because we're like, yeah, we want this, but then we keep backing new ones, and at no point is anybody being like, this is ridiculous. So we're just going to keep getting them. Get the Hiss tank. That one, I did not think that was going to back. I definitely didn't think the Dragonfly was going to back. But that shows I'm not a true G.I. Joe fan, apparently. The sail barge. This is my thing. I said it in that video. I'm like, who the hell I think the same person who has the sail barge probably has the Razor Crest, probably has the Ghost coming. Where are you displaying all these things? It's crazy to me. And that thing was freaking $500. Where's the dimensions on this? 50 inches by 14 with a height of 17. So a lot bigger than the Ghost. Razor Crest. 28,000 people. 28,000 people backed it. Let's get to those dimensions. 30 by 20 by 10 and a half. Oh, military life. There you go. That's why. Oh, was I not showing it to you guys? I'm sorry. This was in there. Steve in the house. Good to see you. LeBron Fett in the house. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. No, you're good. I'm always late to my show. You can be late. It's all gravy. So, I don't know. But by us continuing to back these things, they're like, yeah, just keep this bitch going. Let's keep it going. I think the only Haslab, the only like maybe like two that I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. In hindsight now, is a Proton Pack. 19,000 people. I mean, as somebody now building a Proton Pack, $450 is a good deal. And you can use this thing. That's the other thing too. With the other Haslabs, with the vehicles, the ships, even the Sentinels, you buy the thing, you display it in your house, but like you're not really like taking it outside. Like maybe you do some figure photography, but honestly, most of us say we're going to do figure photography with stuff and we just keep stacking them. So that's its own thing. But the sail barge, that's just in your room. Maybe your friend comes over and they're like, holy shit, that's dope. Same thing kind of with the Proton Pack. But if you wanted to, Halloween rolls around, throw that bitch on your back. Comic-Con's running around, or coming around, throw that bitch on your back. You need to get the wands separately. But, you know, you can use it for stuff. And this was crazy. This one, it came out. The regular tier, just for backing it, you get the pack. First tier, just the plug. And you're like, why do you want the plug for? Because you can plug it into the wand you can buy. Oh my God, you guys are making a wand? Yep, plugs right in. Great tier. Because you're not backing this and not wanting this. So people go in. And then you go here, you have the marshmallow thing, whatever. You get some more stickers and stuff, whatever. But keep going, get a display stand, put everything out there. Yeah. This is great. To me, this was like the perfect crowdfund. Something that crazy detail, open up the cyclotron, and you can use it. You can actually do something with it. Galactus is great at the beach. Yeah, I've seen those pictures. That and the Sentinel. People had them like at the beach. This fly is back again. I wonder if I can hit it with the compressed air. I'm just going to mute you guys real quick. I sprayed it, and he just like looked at me. He just looked at me. Definitely worth the price. Yeah. At first, I was like, $450 for this thing is crazy. Why would you pay that? But now, like after seeing it, I get it. I get it. But I wonder, you know, I always think, what would be the crowdfund that's a ridiculous price that I would buy? And we talked about it here on the channel with Legacy of Nerd. If they made a Power Ranger Dragon Shield where the tiers were like a display, like a display stand where you can put the shield, the helmet can go on there, Another tier is like the Dark Sword or whatever. I'd buy that. Because again, you can cosplay with it. Assuming you can cosplay with it. But otherwise, I don't know. But now we're stuck with them. We keep backing these things. We're stuck with them. Insane. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. I think that's it. Let me go back. There was something I feel like on the Hasbro Sword of Darkness. That's what it was. That's what I was saying. If they made a Sword of Darkness as a tier, it should be gone. But you know, this I don't know shit, because I'm looking here. G.I. Joe on Hasbro continues to sell out, and Flint sold out. Like, let me tell you something. You G.I. Joe collectors are wild. You guys are fucking wild. Mr. Peg Warmer himself. I think the only thing that peg warms more than Flint on the G.I. Joe line, well, the movie stuff, the Snake Eyes movies, but if we're talking like the animated stuff, Lady J. Lady J and Flint everywhere. Everywhere. And you mofos bought a new repaint of this mofo, and I don't know why. I don't know why. 2 per customer. You guys sold out of that shit. Meanwhile, sitting there. Ugh. Rough. This figure, this remastered line to me, $25 all day. But, you know, Tommy sold out because it's Tommy. What else we got on here? I'm shocked this Daredevil's still there at $25. I think maybe if he was in traditional suit, his outfit, he'd be great, and he would sell out. Imagine, oh man, if they make a Netflix Hasbro line and they lead off with Daredevil, and you get him with the black suit, him in civilian clothes, him in his actual suit. Hell, make it a 3-pack. Hasbro 3-pack that bitch. Gone. Be gone. Transformers still sells out. Crazy. It is crazy what sells. This thing's still there. This was the wild one to me. One, coming out next fall. Not even this fall. I think that screws it up the most. But I thought people were going to buy this thing. Because wasn't there Jabba's Palace? Didn't that just come out? I don't think it was a Haslab. Jabba's. Let's see. So the Black Series one. It wasn't a Haslab, was it? Here it is. The Throne Room. I know it's from Book of Boba Fett, but I figured a lot of people bought this thing. Yeah, it's sold out. Comes out this year. I was for sure thinking Jabba would sell out because people want to put him there. But I guess not. Maybe it's the release date. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Dinosaurs figure? Yeah, I want those. Let's wrap with that. Let me go find those for you guys. I don't think I made a post about it. I remember we talked about it on the show. Where you at? NECA. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was fun. Nobody joined the show. That was weird. I thought people would join. I thought that's what you guys wanted. No dice. It's fine. Oops. Damn. Hit the wrong button. All right. What's this one? Fan photo. Nice. God, the details on these figures. So good. You know what's not selling either? the Batman like cosplay stuff. Like, I don't know who thought this was like a good idea, but the Batman cosplay stuff's not moving. And if somebody says, how do you know? It's because they're promoting the shit out of it a lot, especially the belt. And if they're doing that, nobody's buying it because NECA doesn't really have to promote a lot at all. But they've been pushing those hard. This thing here. Look at Steve here. Can we have the belt by itself? Yeah. Yeah, they screwed themselves up with this one. This line already doesn't sell a lot, which I don't understand why, because they're all good accessories. But sell the belt for cheaper, and you can use it with the accessories you've already bought. I think that was the move, and they didn't do it. Where's the Dinosaur series posts? Here it is. Yeah, I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I'm all in. I'm all in. Not in the whole line, but I need at least a dad. I mean, this show comes out. It is what it is. But now, all of us, since we're so much older, we've turned into the dad. We've turned into this dude. We are Sinclair. Yeah. This is great. This is a must buy. This is a must buy for sure. Rest of the wave, probably not. If I'm NECA, I probably don't even continue to line after this, to be honest. I'd probably stop with these two, see how demand is. But these I want to buy. Shipping in October. There you go. Yeah, they knocked this dinosaur set out of the park. Yeah. Great detail. Yeah. I just think it's a good conversation piece. I think just, I was saying it, like even Mark to buy it. I'm like, just buy it, put it on your bar. Friends come over. They'll be like, oh, shit. I remember that show. But they really don't. But they remember it existed. Be great. Be great. See? Another ad for it. It's not moving. And they even remind you, fits up to a 50-inch waist. But ain't doing it. Ain't doing it for me. All right. Any last minute questions, comments, concerns before we call it an episode? Man, I love NECA. NECA's so good. So good to us. And I do want to say, good luck catching the fly after the show. I know. I do want to address one thing. Because I feel like there may be a misconception out here. So I'll say it. I don't hate Super 7. I know I've been bashing them a lot. Some of the decisions. Let's see where the Cat Slayer is at right now. $13.18. Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen. Don't think it's going to happen. I've been bashing Super 7 a lot. I like the stuff. I like your stuff. I question decisions. Ultimately, it's just questioning decisions. Like, this website is pissing me off. What the hell? Let me click on Ultimates. Oh, no, I want pre-order. So I look at stuff like this. These two figures are amazing. $55. This Conan, absolutely amazing. It's great. 10 out of 10. Recommend it all the time. But when I see stuff like this set, if you buy all the figures, all they give you is more weapons. And I'm like, that's just not a good idea. Let's do better. I want people to buy this thing. I want people to buy it. So that's where I give them a hard time. Look at this. This is great. It's great. I love their stuff. And that's why I give them shit. I give them shit because I want them to do better. God, this is pissing me off. The other one is... Oh, they don't have the Ultimate here. The Ultimate Cliff Burton I have on pre-order. Cannot wait for them to come. I have Lemmy on pre-order. I can't wait for them to come. An issue I hate with Super 7 is the pre-order thing. The time you pre-order something, it shows up like a year later. I forgot about it already. That they got to do better with that. Reaction figures, $20. You know, I'd buy this Cliff. Super 7 gives you good card, bubble, good figures. 20 bones though. $10. Maybe 15. But these prices gotta drop. I love this thing. Oh man. I love this thing. Card, right? The lightning logo. And people would buy it, I think. I think a lot of people would buy it, but it's just the price points sometimes are just... Let me see. How do I find the pre-orders? I want to see... Here we go. Pre-order status. Website. I just saw a pre-order status button, and now it's not there. Ultimates. Click on it. Here we go. Like, here's an example. If you buy all 4 figures, you get these heads, like alternate heads. But you're not buying the figures at a discount. It's still the same price. Discount it. Get me to buy all the stuff at one time. That's what is good in life. So, like I said, I bashed them a lot. I give them a lot of criticism. I love the line. I want them to succeed. I just think the pricing and the pre-order stuff has to change. If that changes, I think Super 7 becomes a NECA. It becomes a dominator. Great show, brother. I couldn't join tonight. Maybe next one, my man. Appreciate the support and shout-outs. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Good luck catching the fly after the show. Yeah. Freaking fly, man. I heard Super 7 is that line for G.I. Joes. Their human face sculpts take some flack at times. But, I mean, Super 7, the packaging. By the way, shout out Dwight. Good to see you. The packaging is great. Presentation, great. So, if they just fix some of the pricing and that pre-order thing, I think they do well. But that Cat's Lair scares me. I wonder how much money they lose on that if it doesn't back. With the promotion, marketing, going places with it. I hope it's at Comic-Con in New York. I hope it's there so I can see it in person. Gotta see it in person. All right. That wraps today's episode. I just want to get a link before I vacate the premises. Let's see. Where are you at? Because I think he's going live after me tonight. I swear I just saw it. Where I just saw it. Where are you at? Where are you? Here it is. He is. He is. In the link, in the comments, General Kenobi's Bunker, he's going live probably shortly. 9:30. Make sure, hit the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. For not only General Kenobi, but every single content creator that is part of this community. Is that the right music? That is the right music. Did I share the screen, by the way? Yeah, look at that. He's about to go live right now. Look at that. Look at that. Link to General Kenobi's show is in the comment section. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m., as long as I'm not fighting a fly here on Nerd Affiliated. Nerdy Coffee every Monday morning, 9 a.m.-ish here on Nerdy Coffee. I thought I would struggle more with the lack of talking about movies and TV shows, but I feel like we're still having a good time. Support the actors, support the writers, support all that stuff, and more importantly, support your favorite content creator. like, subscribe, share their content, all that fun stuff. Rolando in the house. Good to see you, brother. We were talking about you earlier. Making the way to the 2K goal. Yes, we got to hit 2K. So share this shit. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer. Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.